Has someone ever said something to you that completely changed your life forever? Hello, friends. My name is Sister B, and this is Called to the Work. I share the testimonies of Latter-day Saints from around the world. Before we dive into today's testimony, let's take a moment to show some love in the comments for Brother Mark Mitchell from Canada, who provided the beautiful background music for this episode. Today's testimony comes from a sister who was introduced to the gospel at just 12 years old. Her story is a powerful reminder that when we live the gospel, we have the power to change lives. I was 12 years old and in the 7th grade. I was running around the schoolyard with my group of friends. We were laughing, joking, and carrying on with the occasional swear word tossed in. Out of nowhere, she walked up to me and she said, "I bet you think you're real big." I had no idea who she was or even what her name was, but what she said stopped me dead in my tracks. They weren't exactly profound words, but never had anyone walked straight up to my face and confronted me with such a strong accusation. I stood there frozen, and I just stared at her. I never said a word in answer, but I had thoughts and so many questions running through my head. For a solid week, I just watched her every day. She was always alone, and on her breaks, she sat out under a tree off by the baseball diamond. I finally got the courage to walk up to her and apologize for my behavior, and then I asked if I could sit with her. We became the best of friends. There was something about her that was so compelling. I no longer hung around with my other friends. We talked about things that girls our age would talk about, minus the coarse subjects. She would tell me about things I knew nothing about. Things about life, why we're here on earth, and where we lived before we came to earth, and what would await us in the next life if we did good things while we're living our life here. Each time she would share one of these gospel principles, such as learning to live the way the Savior lived, I would feel a warmth in my soul, and the hair in my arms would stand on end. It was like I was hearing things that I somehow already knew but had forgotten. It felt like I was reconnecting with heaven in each instance. She invited me to attend church one Sunday with her family. It was amazing. Everyone was kind, and they seemed to all know one another. They attended with their children, and instead of the children being off in some separate area, they were in the chapel with their parents. The atmosphere was very compelling. I felt a warmth in my heart and spirit that I could not deny. I knew right away that whatever this was, it was right. It felt like home, and I simply could not deny it. I have been a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for 47 years now. My testimony of the gospel of Jesus Christ has never wavered. Thank you for listening, and please be sure to email me if you have a testimony that you'd like me to share. Let's get out there and live the gospel and love like Christ.